For dinner tonight, I'm making Kung Pao chicken. So I have one chicken breast that I got out of the freezer, and I diced it up and I'm browning it up. And I also have vegetables going, and I'll be adding more. So I have onions, carrots, and celery right now that I'm sauteing. And I'm going to add mushrooms, zucchini, and cabbage. And I also have some frozen broccoli I'm going to pull out and add that. And I'm going to be using the Kung Pao stir fry sauce. It's pretty good. And also some soy sauce. And I am sauteing the chicken and the vegetables in some of this sesame seed oil. Also, I've got brown rice going in this pan, and in the oven I have some egg rolls. So that is what we are having for our unauthentic Chinese fake out, takeout meal tonight. Chinese takeout, fake out. Egg rolls are out of the oven, and the cobbler is going into the oven. The chicken is done. I put the Kung Pao sauce on it. The vegetables are done, so I'm going to mix the chicken in with the Kung Pao and mix it all up, and the rice is done. So dinner is ready, and that took about 39 minutes. And here it is, Kung Pao chicken, brown rice, and egg roll. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Happy June. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make some taquitos that are in my freezer that I want to clear out. I believe these are chicken. And I've got cilantro lime rice going. And we're also going to have beans. So that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight, with a little chopped lettuce and tomato and red onion salad also. So let's get to making dinner. And here's taquitos, beans, cilantro lime rice, and lettuce, tomato, and red onion salad. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight. So happy Sunday. Quick and easy. For dinner tonight on Monday, I'm going to be making soup in the crock pot. So it's a cold, dreary day here in Southern California. June gloom is definitely in play. The clouds are thick in the morning, and oftentimes they don't even burn off in the afternoon. So it is a good time to make soup. It's going to be one of the last times that I'm going to be able to make soup, because once it gets hot here, it's too hot for soup. So I'm going to make a crock pot soup with a hodgepodge of stuff out of my freezer and produce drawer. So I've got some frozen cooked tri-tip that we made a while ago. I've got some frozen celery, some frozen zucchini and yellow squash. I've got some frozen broccoli that's super icy. I've got some cabbage, fresh carrot, fresh tiny little potato, but that's all you need, a fresh onion. I'm going to put some water in this and shake it up and get the rest of that ketchup out. I've got some frozen diced tomatoes, a couple of containers of that. I've got some kind of frozen tomato sauce or manwich sauce that I'm going to put in. I've got some frozen canned green beans I'm going to put in, and I think this is some other kind of frozen tomato or tomato saucy stuff. So I'm going to put it all in the crock pot, and everything is cooked except for the carrots and the cabbage and the potatoes, but they'll be fine. And I'm going to put it on high all day. It's almost 12 o'clock. It's 11:30 right now, so I need to get this going. So let's get to making dinner. Almost everything is in the crock pot now. I still have this. It won't come out of this jar because of the shape of it, so it needs to thaw a few more minutes. I'll put the lid on. It's pretty full. It'll cook down and warm up and start smelling really good all day long. For dinner tonight, we are having BJ's takeout pizza. So on Monday nights, they're 50% off. And then I bought a gift card. So that was a really good deal. So this is the Sweet Pig which is supposed to have ham and pineapple on it. I don't see any ham. I don't see hardly any ham. There's a couple of tiny little pieces, but it's not overloaded with ham. And then we also have a Caesar salad and a cold frosty one. So that's what we are having for dinner tonight. Happy Monday. Here is our vegetable beef stew for dinner, and I made some hot fresh cornbread to go with it, and we are having Caesar salad. I'm having milk tonight. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make pasta bake. So I have this Prego pasta sauce that I used just a couple of spoonfuls a couple nights ago when we had our leftover chicken parmesan. And so there's a whole jar left that needs to be used up or put in the freezer. So I'm going to make a pasta bake. I am going to put it in the pan. I've got to dig up some pasta. I got this one. It's open. There's a lot in it. I won't use it all, but I'll use some of it. I've got some cottage cheese that was in my refrigerator. It was all sealed up, but it is a few months old, but I opened it and it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, so I'm going to use some of that. I'm going to use some feta cheese that I want to use up. I've got mushrooms that I want to use up, some of this red onion, and a zucchini. And then I have various cheeses that I'm going to use also. Some Italian blend, Parmesan and Romano. I'm just going to put this in because I need more. And a few slices of Havarti, and then this string cheese that I found deep in the back of the refrigerator. So let's get to making dinner. Oh, it's got some other kind of pasta in it. So this has been mixed with something else. We'll just put it all in there and mix everything up, put cheese up on top, and we will have dinner in no time. We'll put it in the oven at 350 for about 45 minutes. I got it in the pan, but it was overflowing, so I had to take some out and put it in a smaller casserole dish. So I will bake that tomorrow. I'll just put it in the fridge and it'll be fine for a day. And so yeah, it's all ready. It looks janky because I had to do that, but it's gonna be really good. So we'll put it in the oven now at 350. And we will have it with salad and garlic hot dog buns. Yay, it's ready. Looks really good. It smells so fantastic. And here it is, pasta bake, garlic hot dog bun, and kale salad. And I'm having milk with my dinner tonight. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Lunch today is leftover vegetable beef soup with quesadilla, and I'm having some Snapple tea to go with it. So that's what we're having for lunch today. Yum, yum. For dinner tonight, we're going to have chicken tacos. So I've got the rotisserie chicken that I got from Ralph's for $5 with 50 cents back on Ibotta, 50 cents back on Ralph's Cashback. Makes it $4 for a whole chicken, which is cheaper than Costco, and you don't have to pay Costco membership prices. So really good deal. I'm going to take off some of the meat, and we're going to put this chicken taco seasoning mix in it. Just warm it up in a skillet. It's going to be quick and easy. I've got some cilantro lime rice cooking in my pan. We're going to have black beans. I've got some onion, tomato, and we've got some lettuce to shred up. I'm going to put my tortillas in these taco boat things, spray them with some cooking spray, and put them in the oven and bake them, and they'll get nice and crispy. So let's get to making dinner. This is a really cheap meal, including the chicken. This is going to make more than one night of meals. We can have tacos for many nights. We can have all kinds of other meals. I can shred up the chicken. We can have chicken enchiladas. And so it's going to be good. Let's get to making dinner. They will fall over. And here it is, chicken tacos, cilantro lime rice, and black beans and a chip. So happy Friday. Happy Taco Friday. So for breakfast this morning, we're having hash browns, veggie sausage, eggs, and raisin bread. And hot fresh black coffee. For dinner tonight, we're going to have chicken enchiladas. So I'm going to use some of my rotisserie chicken. I'm going to pull a bunch of it off the bone. And if there's anything left, I'm going to go ahead and shred it up and put it in the freezer. And then I'm also going to put the carcass in the freezer because someday in the future, I'll make some soup or something with it. Or some broth, probably soup. But that's what I'm going to do with it today. And I've got onion for my enchiladas, tortillas, enchilada sauce, and some cheese. So I'm just going to tear up my tortillas and layer them in the pan with sauce, tortillas, cheese, onion, and repeat the layers and put it in the oven at 350 for about an hour. So we will have chicken enchiladas tonight. I have leftover rice from my tacos a couple nights ago. So we'll finish that off, and the beans that we also had left over. So let's get to cooking. We also have smoked garlic that's going to go into the chicken enchiladas. All right, yum, it's going to be delicious. Thank you. Okay, so I got everything in here, and what happens is, this happens to me every time, it's really very full, and if I put it in the oven now, it's gonna ooze out everywhere because it's just too full. So what I'm going to do is take some out, and I'm going to put it in this container, and I'm going to put this lid on it and just put it into the freezer so that another night we'll have dinner. Or it'll be in the freezer, so one night it'll just be an easy freezer meal. Because I still have more cheese to put on, and I've got more sauce to put in it, so that's what I'm going to do. Alright, this one's ready for the oven, and this one's ready for the freezer. So I cooked one dinner, or I'm making one dinner, making another one for another night, and it took the same amount of time as it would just to make one dinner. And now I have to work, now I gotta work on this chicken. So yeah, I've gotta do what I can to it. This is how much chicken I got off of that. That's quite a lot. That's enough for tacos one night, or more chicken enchiladas, or chicken spaghetti, chicken tetrazzini, all kinds of ideas for meals. And here's the rest of the bones, and the skin, and the cartilage. And this is going to make a really fantastic soup or broth. So this will go in my freezer, and we will have more meals. So I did tacos a couple nights ago. I did Chinese chicken salad today for lunch. We're having chicken enchiladas tonight, and then we have 2 more meals right here. So really good deal for the chicken at $4, and then all these great meals. These whole rotisserie chickens at $4 are a gold mine. And here is the enchiladas. They are very saucy, but that's the way we like them. So we will have our enchiladas plated up very soon. Here it is, enchiladas, black beans, leftover cilantro lime rice, and that is what we are having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight we're having leftover tri-tip, but we are having it on a French roll, and we have some au jus gravy to go with it, and we are having leftover Caesar salad and corn on the cob. For dinner tonight, we're having French dip sandwiches with the leftover tri-tip, more corn on the cob. The corn on the cob has been so good, and some green beans, and we've got some au jus gravy for dipping our French dip sandwiches into. So happy Tuesday. It is not Taco Tuesday, it's French Dip Tuesday. For dinner tonight, we are having BJ's Takeout. We've got a full rack of ribs. So on Thursday night, you can get a full rack of ribs, and it comes with 2 sides and a free Pizookie, and it's $24. So I had a bunch of gift cards that I used, so it was really great. So for our sides, we have roasted asparagus and wedge salad, and we're splitting this dinner. Then I made us baked potato, and we have some leftover cheesy potatoes from when we had our tri-tip, and then we have leftover green beans because we have to always be fortifying our takeout with something. So for our potato, we also have some butter, some sour cream, and some chives that I cut up for us. And on the ribs, they put onion rings and pickles. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. It's going to be a good dinner for $24. We're going to have plenty with probably a bunch of leftovers. So happy Thursday. For dinner tonight, we have smoked brisket, Greek pasta salad, Caesar salad, and corn on the cob. So that's what we're having for our Father's Day dinner tonight. So happy Father's Day. For dinner tonight, we're having leftover ribs that we had from BJ's, leftover brisket from last night, leftover corn with a bite taken out of it, leftover asparagus, and I fortified it with some new asparagus. And then we also have some white cheddar mac and cheese, and we also have some leftover Caesar salad. So we're just eating a bunch of leftovers tonight. So happy Monday night, leftover night. For dinner tonight, on Tuesday night, we're going to have leftover pasta bake that I put in the freezer. Now, I just put it in these nice Snapware containers, but this newfangled glass, I don't trust it. I'm afraid it's going to crack if I put it from the freezer into the oven, so I'm going to transfer it over to one of these old-fashioned casserole dishes. Luckily, it lifts out really easy. I'm going to sprinkle some more cheese on it and put it in the oven. This is uncooked, and I just stuck it right in the freezer. I'm going to put some more cheese on it. We'll bake it at 350 for a little bit over an hour. I like it really cheesy, so I put this on top. I'm going to cover it with foil and let it cook for the first 45 minutes. Then I'll take the foil off and let it brown up for the last 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to have garlic hot dog buns also. So I just do the hot dog buns, and I put butter, garlic powder, and parsley. And I'll put them in the oven at 350 for about 8 or 9 minutes. And here is our dinner: pasta bake, Caesar salad, and garlic hot dog buns, and a glass of heart healthy red wine. So happy Tuesday. For dinner tonight, we're going to do kind of the same thing we did last night, only this is enchiladas that I put in the freezer, chicken enchiladas. So I'm going to put it in this casserole dish, and we'll bake it in the oven at 350 for about an hour, and we'll have an easy, quick dinner. And to go with it, we'll have some cilantro lime rice and some black beans. And I'll make a little simple lettuce and tomato salad on our plate. And here's the enchilada casserole. Now I know it ain't pretty looking, but it tastes good. We've got black beans, we've got the cilantro lime rice, and the lettuce and tomato salad. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Happy Wednesday. Enchilada Wednesday. For lunch today, we're going to have grilled pastrami sandwiches. So I have some ultra thin pastrami. I'm going to put some Havarti and provolone cheese on my sandwich, as well as pickle slices. We've got yellow mustard and spicy brown mustard, a little bit of butter for the bread to grill it on. And I have some onions that I'm going to put on there also, and we will have sliced watermelon. So we will put all the stuff, layer it up, and turn on the stovetop and grill it up. So let's get to making lunch. Okay, so on the bottom I put half a slice of Havarti and a squirt of spicy brown mustard. Then I put 3 slices of pastrami on that. Next we'll put a pickle slice and the onion, and then provolone cheese and the yellow mustard on top of that. Okay, here is our pastrami sandwich and sliced watermelon for lunch, and I'm having my Troparaca drink to go with it. So happy Thursday lunch. Nice and cool. For dinner tonight, we are having tacos. These are chicken tacos. We have a tortilla. I like my big tortilla chip. We have black beans and cilantro lime rice that's left over from last night. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Taco Thursday. Yay. For dinner tonight, we're going to have tacos again. I do love tacos, so I'm going to make them again tonight. I have some chicken that I'm going to use. I've got lettuce I'm going to shred up. Tomato. No, this is tomato. That's red onion. I'm going to chop that up. I've got some stand-and stuffed taco shells that I need to use up. I've got my favorite cilantro and lime rice, and we have black beans and cheese. So that's what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Let's get to making dinner. So I just put it all in a pan. As you saw, I put the rice, the seasoning mix, 2 cups of water, a little pat of butter. I turn it on low. I have my burner on low, and I set my timer for 37 minutes, and it comes out perfect every time. I don't mess with boiling it first and then reducing the heat. No, that's too complicated. So we just do this, put the lid on, and let it cook away. And here are our 2 tacos, black beans and cilantro lime rice for our dinner. So it's Taco Friday. Happy Friday. For dinner tonight, it is a very hot night, so my husband smoked this brisket outside in his barbecue with a bunch of smoked chips, and it smells really fantastic, but it took a long time, but it looks delicious. And we're having corn on the cob, some leftover asparagus, Caesar salad, some leftover garlic hot dog buns, and with the leftover black beans from tacos 2 nights, I made barbecue black beans. So that's what we're having for our dinner tonight. Happy Saturday. Happy hot summer Saturday. For dinner tonight, we are at the Pretend Barbecue Restaurant with our leftover tri-tip, corn on the cob, Caesar salad, garlic hot dog bun, and some baked beans and heart healthy red wine. So happy Sunday. It's another very hot barbecue kind of day. For dinner tonight, on Monday night, we're going to have an authentic Asian stir fry. So I'm going to use this, but it's not enough for 2 people. So I'm going to fortify it with broccoli. Now these vegetables need to be used up really bad. So I've got some wilty broccoli, carrot, cabbage, celery. These zucchinis really need to be used up, so I'm going to use that in the stir fry. This orange bell pepper is getting a little squishy, so we're going to use that up. More cabbage and an onion. We'll stir fry all these vegetables up and add it to this after it's cooked. And we'll fortify it with these steak fajitas to give it a little bit of extra protein. And then, because this has noodles in it, and that won't be enough, I will boil up some of these protein plus spaghetti noodles, and it'll be like this, only it's going to be really big. So it'll be enough for dinner and leftovers for a couple more meals. So let's get to chopping and cooking. We're also going to cook it in some sesame oil, the vegetables, and then we will add some of this Kung Pao sauce to it to make it extra good. So let's get to chopping and cooking. I got the vegetables chopped up and in the pan, and they're sauteing. But the pan was really overflowing, so I had to get another skillet out. So we have 2 pans going on. So this is really going to make a lot, but like I said, it's going to be good because we'll have lunches for a couple of days and another dinner. And I got my pasta going, so it's coming together really good. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. I put the Kung Pao sauce in it, I put the meat in it, and I put half of this in it. So it looks really good. 2 panfuls. Yummy. And here it is, and it looks and smells amazing. So here is our unauthentic Asian stir fry for Monday night. So happy Monday night. For dinner tonight, I'm going to make some Greek chicken pasta salad because it's hot. And so it's early in the morning, and I'm going to make it right now and then put it in the fridge and let it be chilling. So I've got some pasta. I'm going to use this for my dressing. I've got grape tomatoes, chicken, cold chicken I'm going to dice up, feta cheese. There's just a tiny bit left in there. I'll put that on it. We've got some red onions, some bell peppers, a cucumber, and Kalamata olives. So I'm going to chop everything up, cook up the pasta. I've got my water going. Cook the pasta, and then mix everything together and put it in the refrigerator and let it be chilling all day so it'll be a nice cold dinner on a hot night. So let's get to cooking early. Alright, it's all done and mixed up. I'm going to add some of this Greek seasoning on top and mix it up, and now we're going to chill it all day. It's going to be delicious. It makes a good cold lunch or a good cold dinner. For dinner tonight, we're having Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So the LAFC, which is our soccer club, they won at home, and when they win at home, you get free Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Also, if the Angels score 7 runs at home, we get free Chick-fil-A sandwiches. So that's what we're having tonight, our free Chick-fil-A's, and we have our own frozen French fries that we warmed up in the oven. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight, we're having a cold dinner on a hot evening. I have the Greek chicken pasta salad. We have some sweet kale and cranberry salad and some ice cold slices of sweet juicy watermelon. And some ice cold, heart healthy red wine. So happy Wednesday night. Okay, so for dinner tonight we are having brisket and baby back ribs from Lucille's. We're having our takeout. We're having barbecue beans, wedge salad, and greens. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. For dinner tonight on Friday, we are having our leftover unauthentic Asian stir fry. I did pick up some egg rolls to go with it. And we have our chopsticks so we can pretend that we are at the unauthentic Asian restaurant. So happy Friday. For dinner tonight, we're having leftover Lucille's, and I fortified it with a corn on the cob. We have the beans. The beans are really, they changed the beans. They're a lot beanier, so we don't have to fortify them with beans. We've got the brisket, the ribs, greens, corn on the cob, biscuit, and beans. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. Happy Saturday night. For dinner tonight on this last day of June, we're saying goodbye to June gloom and hello to July fry. So we're having leftover ribs, we're having leftover beans, the leftover greens. I'm fortifying it with some mac and cheese. And we also have some chicken nuggets that we got from the Walmart, Tyson, Ibotta, Shopkick, Swag Bucks deal. Super excited for that. And that's what we're having for dinner tonight. So we will see you tomorrow night for the beginning of July. July fry coming up. Hopefully lots of cool, cold dinners. For dinner tonight, we are having fajitas, cilantro lime rice, black beans, and we have salsa and sour cream, all kinds of accoutrements to make it even better. So happy hot July 1st Monday. For lunch today, we're having leftover fajitas, black beans, and the cilantro lime rice. And I like to have a little Snapple Traparacca tea with my lunch. So happy Tuesday afternoon lunch. For dinner tonight, we are having Chick-fil-A sandwiches and not homemade, they're frozen French fries, but I made them at home. So if you're in Southern California and the Angels score 7 runs at home, you can get a free Chick-fil-A. You have to open your app before midnight of the night that they score. Another way to get free Chick-fil-A is if the LAFC, which is our local soccer team here in Southern California, if they win at home, you also get a free Chick-fil-A sandwich. So I think that this is what that's from. I think they won at home on Saturday night. So that's what we are having for dinner tonight is Chick-fil-A sandwiches and home fries. So happy Tuesday night.